Now that Trump has won the official presidential election, what does that mean for your Social Security check? What does that mean for the future of Social Security? Well, if we take a look at this, we're going to go over his proposals, but one of them is aiming to increase retirees' net income. And there's actually an immediate change that is coming to Social Security right now. An announcement has been made. I'm going to let you know exactly what is going on with Social Security coming from the SSA. Also, there has been a bill that has sneakily been bottled up. So Social Security bill bottled up after election night maneuver, as supposedly two Congress members went rogue and have basically canceled this Social Security bill affecting millions of people on Social Security. So I'll go over what happened as a quick vote on election night was a big failure or something along those lines. I'm going to give you all the details. It'll give you some other important updates as well. Before I dive into the main content, if you appreciate these Social Security updates, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Social Security updates. So, the next president's Social Security dilemma. This is a big task for whoever won the presidency, but now officially Trump won it. What is going to happen with Social Security? What is going to happen with your Social Security check? What's going to happen with the insolvency? A lot of questions surrounding Social Security. Before I get into that, really curious, who did you think was going to win the election? Are you happy that Trump is president? Not happy Trump is president? Let me know down in the comments below. All right, let's get focused on Social Security. So, Social Security has the support of over 66 million Americans, including retirees, disabled individuals, and survivors. Now, we're projected to see the funding shortfall of 2035 leading to a 20% reduction in benefits if unaddressed. So this is a huge problem for whoever was president. But what is going to be done about it? Well, Trump proposes eliminating federal taxes on Social Security benefits, aiming to increase retirees' net income. What is that going to do? Well, we take a look more detail on Trump's proposal. So, eliminating the federal taxes on benefits. So, Trump proposes removing federal taxes on Social Security benefits, which could increase retirees' net income. However, this could also reduce the program's funding, potentially accelerating financial challenges. So, although eliminating federal taxes could give a short-term boost in benefits, we don't know how that's going to play out in 2035 when funding is completely gone, or not completely gone, but it takes a big hit. And then second, maintaining current benefit levels. He has pledged not to cut Social Security benefits or raise the retirement age, emphasizing the protection of current and future retirees' income. So this was huge because he said he's not going to cut Social Security benefits. He said multiple times that he wanted to cut money from the Social Security Administration, the SSA, but not individual Social Security checks. So that's huge. Also, not raising the retirement age, although the majority of his party, of the Republicans, said that they want to raise the retirement age. Trump is the only person, I think, in his party that has said he is not going to raise the retirement age. So if he keeps his promise, looks like retirement age will stay the same, which really only affects people who are planning to retire in the next 5 to 7 years. Someone like me, it probably won't make much of a difference, me being in my 30s. So that's what we can expect to see. When he makes any announcements on Social Security, I'll definitely let you know what happens, anything new with Trump and Social Security. So also, let's get into this, and then we're going to get into the change coming to your Social Security services, online services. But first, Social Security bill bottled up after election night maneuver. So broadly, bipartisan measure was headed to the floor for a quick vote after lawmakers returned from recess. So members of the ultra-conservative House Freedom Caucus orchestrated an unusual play on the House floor during a rare election night, 5 p.m. pro forma session that resulted in killing, at least for now, a broadly popular bill that was set to hit the floor as soon as next week. So this is coming from Representative Graves, which is a Republican, and then Representative Spanberger, which is a Democrat. So this was a big bipartisan bill had successfully rounded up the 218 signatures needed for a discharge petition to bypass GOP leaders and bring up bipartisan legislation that would repeal two long-standing provisions docking Social Security benefits for certain retirees. They were set to make their move as soon as Tuesday night by triggering a 2-day clock to bring to the floor the special rule for immediate consideration of the bill. So this is going to be a super sneaky maneuver to get this Social Security bill passed. On election night, last night, Tuesday night, they were trying to do this. So with 330 co-sponsors, including now Speaker Mike Johnson, who was one of the first to affix his name early in the 118th Congress, passage of the measure was all but guaranteed. GOP leaders were mulling simply bringing it to the floor under suspension of the rules next week, which skips a rule vote but requires 2/3 of members present and voting to pass. Then the Freedom Caucus, which opposes the measure's $196 billion cost over a decade, intervened. What happened? Well, Freedom Caucus Chairman Andy Harris, a more or less local member of the Eastern Shore, presided over the pro forma session, which lasted all of 7 minutes. During the brief session, he recognized outgoing Rep. Bob Good, Republican, the former Freedom Caucus chair, who had lost his primary, for a unanimous consent request. So Good's request to lay the Social Security bill on the table was agreed to by unanimous consent, with no one else in the chamber to object. The effect of laying the bill on the table in this context, under House rules, has the same effect as defeating a bill on the floor. It is dead for the time being. Since the discharge petition was actually filed on the rule of consideration, not the bill itself, the rule could still be called up for a vote under discharge procedures, which, if adopted, would remove the bill from the table and allow a vote. So you can see here, 2 representatives, very sneaky, how they basically brought this bill last night, I think after 5 p.m., saying, hey, we're going to vote on this bill. There's no one in the room, but anyone who's in the room, if you want to do it or you don't want to do it, do a vote. They voted no. Now the bill is tabled, at least for now. So this was big. The reason why I think this is really important, because they were able to get a Social Security bill almost to a vote, but they were canceling it. This bill probably had the most momentum, the Social Security Fairness Act. But looks like we're not going to see anything of this bill anytime soon, maybe even for the rest of 2024. So maybe 2025 we could see it resurface. When it comes to changes to your Social Security online services, so looks like these changes are coming now. So did you create Social Security online account before September 18th, 2021? Do you sign into Access Member Benefits with My Social Security account? If so, it's essential that you go online and update your account to maintain access to your online services before a new Social Security Administration change takes effect. So it's important that if you haven't done this change already, looks like they are changing it. You have to go in, sign into your legacy account. Then you have to change it so that you have this new access to the new online portal, which supposedly has a lot more information, but it looks like this change is happening right away. So if you haven't done this change already, make sure you do it, because it looks like this change, according to this article, it's happening almost immediately, so you have still access to it. This is coming from the Senior Citizens League. Came out last night, November 5th. So they really want you to make this change if you haven't already. And that is all the news that I have for you today to hopefully brighten your day a bit. Here's my daughter Bella's tip of the day.
This is This is Bella. This is the tip of the day. I'm going to tell you one thing what you can feel. If you really want something, then be a survivor with some juice. Just kidding. Be a survivor and do whatever you want, because that when someone's here for you, you can always use some help. Anyways,
If you're not aware of the changes coming to Social Security coming 2025 that are officially happening, you're going to want to click this video over here as I go over the biggest changes coming to your Social Security check in 2025, less than 2 months away. So click that video now and I'll see you in that video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.